What's up, A1s, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and thumbs your girl up. Go ahead and subscribe because you're gonna love this series. Most of all, you're gonna love my channel because all we do here is keep it real, transparent, and talk about literally everything. Hence, Asha, everything, okay? So thank you for joining in. Thank you for being here, and we're gonna jump right into the Ask Asha segment. Here and you're new to the Ask Asha segment. I started this segment because I get asked so many questions all the time on YouTube, and a lot of my current subscribers love my sit down talks, just kind of dive in the topics, things of that sort. So I decided to create a whole segment seriously just dedicated to talking, honestly, like giving y'all the space to leave advice, to ask questions, things like that. So yeah, so welcome if this is your first time, and this is installment number 2 or episode 2. However we're gonna go throughout this series, that is what it is. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Whew. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get comfortable and dive right on in. Let me drink my water, honey, because you know, girl gotta stay hydrated during these. Woo, honey. My girl did not leave her name. She did leave her name in the email, but again, she did not specify if she wanted me to let you guys know it came from her. So we're going to read what she has to say. Hey Asha, I need some advice on a mom situation. Now, all my mothers, y'all definitely have to chime in on this one because y'all know I'm not a mother yet. So I want to make sure I'm giving her the best advice possible. So where I lack, can my queens please have my back? I need some advice on a mom situation. I am one of your A1s, and I don't mind you sharing on your platform. I'm a 24-year-old dental assistant, and I've been a dental assistant straight out of high school for about 5 years now, still living with my mom. Here's a little bit of backstory. I'm the only child to a single mom, and she has always done her best for me in regards of having a shelter over my head, food on my plate, but we never bonded, no mom-daughter dates. She was never there for me emotionally. I would always receive judgment whether I needed advice, and even just backlash on not doing things her way. I never felt comfortable around her, and I couldn't wait to move out. By the time I was 16 years old, living in Miami, my mom ended up being diagnosed with depression and anxiety, which limited her ability to keep the household financially because she stopped working. We ended up moving in with my aunt in Tampa, but her and my mom bumped heads, so we ended up moving to a small town in Florida. My mom did overcome that phase of depression and started working again while I finished high school, but her depression, anxiety came right back when I graduated high school, which led me to seek government help because, again, we were alone with no one to help us financially, and I had just graduated high school. Now, 5 years later, graduating from high school, I'm 24 and I have a boyfriend. My dream is to continue my career in the dental field. However, I'm making stuff up. My dream is to continue my career in the dental field to make better money and to afford this economy and live my best life, of course. The dental assisting career is on pause because my mom is now sick again with the same illness. Come to find out, she never prepared for her retirement, and she is now 60 years old. All of this stress is on me because I now pay all of the bills and no family wants to take her in or even helps financially. I am struggling paycheck to paycheck while still trying to live decently. I don't know what to do anymore. My life is literally on pause. Please share your thoughts and words of advice. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, sis. Thank you first and foremost. Thank you for allowing me to share this on my platform. I'm gonna give you my best advice to the best of my ability. I've been very transparent about this, and then also you're A1, so you know I have an extremely close-knit relationship with both of my parents. So this is very different for me, so I'm really gonna need my A1s and just random subscribers or people who just sliding by and see the title and want to see what's up. I need y'all to like say something in the comments and kind of leave some words of encouragement if you are familiar with this type of family structure, because again, this is not my strong point. But I guess the first thing I would say is being 24 and having a boyfriend, essentially you're trying to start your own life. You said you're in dental school and you have your life on pause because you have to be there for your mother. Now, it's very hard. It's one thing for, you know, a parent to always be a parent, right? Meaning like a parent to always have to help their children. You know, as parents, we choose for the most part to have kids. But on the flip side of that, as the children of those parents, we didn't choose to be here, right? So when you're in a situation and you have to help a parent and you have to be there for a parent, and just reading what you said, you and your mom seem to not have had the best relationship, you're in a tight spot, sis. I'm not gonna lie. You know, if it was me, unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately because it can be looked at as unfortunately, I would put everything on pause, on hold, whatever behind my eyes. I would. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm stepping 10 toes behind mine. But that's also because of the relationship I have with them, right? So I'm trying to really put myself in your position, is if I didn't have that kind of relationship with my parents and what I would do. And I think my best advice here, if I was you, I feel like you need to still exhaust. I know you said majority of your family is saying no, but somebody has to be able to step in and help you with your mom. You don't have the financial means to do it. Somebody has to. Now, this is something I just found out this weekend. My mother-in-law, she's not my mother-in-law yet, but my mother-in-law told me about this, and I want you to look into this and see if it can help you. So, Medicaid, I think that's what she said, Medicaid. So basically the way Medicaid is set up, you've already said that your mom did not set herself up for a retirement plan. Luckily, Medicaid or Medicare, I hope I'm saying it right, kicks in perfectly for an instance like this. And what I mean by this is, from what I was told this weekend, you damn near have to have $0 to your name in order for Medicaid to kick in and to take over. In your case, I think you should be calling that state or calling. You didn't say where you live. I don't know if this is, I don't know, but I think you should reach out and try to get your mom on Medicaid so that she can be placed into a facility. And I'm not talking about no rundown, deadbeat facility. I'm talking about in a nice state-of-the-art facility and have the state pay for her. You should be able to do that because, you know, and again, this is just what it is. And I'm just giving y'all some history and back in so that y'all understand stuff like Medicaid, welfare, child support, like that stuff all derives from them trying to figure out a way of how they can make more people, more importantly, black people, quit their jobs and say, hey, instead of me going to school, instead of me trying to figure all this out, instead of me putting all this time into a trade, instead of me going outside and getting it, I can quit my job and I can get food stamps, I can get welfare, I can get Medicaid, I can get all this free stuff from the government. That is where all that stuff derives from. And if you on that stuff right now, again, I'm not judging you, baby. Do you. Do what works for you. However, those programs definitely stem from racism. Those programs stem from, again, them not wanting us to be wanting nothing in life. They do. So with that said, in your case, this is going to work out for you because you cannot financially help your mother. And she did not put herself in position to have a retirement plan set aside where her Social Security, all that stuff. Social Security typically doesn't kick in until I think 62, 63. You can retire early because my parents retired early, but they're still, I think both of my parents retired at 62 though. So I don't really know how that works. I have to do a little bit more research, and you should do research on this as well. But if your mother doesn't have like a pension plan, you know, retirement savings, a Roth, IRA, like if she don't have any of that stuff set aside, check all that. Because sometimes we do have that stuff with certain jobs. We just don't know it's there, and we don't know that that amount was being taken out every month to go somewhere. We don't check that type of stuff. So I would do another check with that. But let's just say she don't have Nathaniel. Let's say it's just nothing. Medicaid should kick in, and you should be able to apply for Medicaid for her. And literally, like I said, I learned this weekend, you damn near have to have $0 in your account for the estate to take over. Once that happens, again, you will then be able to place her somewhere where she can have that care that she needs, and you can do what you can when you can. Like in between your school stuff, you can go check on mama, go get her, take her for a walk, make sure she good. Like she'll be able to go in and out of the facility, if I'm not mistaken. She will have a curfew and all that stuff, but to saying all this to say, I could not imagine being 24 years old and having to take care of my parent. I'm be honest, I can't imagine. I'm 32 and God has blessed me. He's put me in position. I definitely could take care of both my parents. God forbid. Ain't no wood, but God, you hear me right now. I could now. But at 24, absolutely not. Especially at 24 and not having a career yet, absolutely not. So I understand. I hate that you and your mom have that relationship, but this is less about the relationship you and your mother have and more about how can you help her without having to pause your dreams and pause what you have going on for your life. That's what this is more about, right? So for me, if I was you, you need to exhaust all of those efforts. Let's say you have not. Let's say you've done all the things I'm speaking of and it's not looking good. I would probably, again, my situation is different because I'm telling you, I would do anything for my parents, but to not put my life on hold, it has to be something somewhere that can help you. And you have to, if you have to get on that computer and scan through, maybe some people in the comments have something else they can chime in on, but there has to be some type of system set up where when people have illnesses and they deal with depression, anxiety, it's something that you can do. And not that you necessarily want to put your mother up on the chopping block for something like that, but it's just like, if you can't take care of somebody, you can't take care of somebody. This don't have nothing to do with your relationship and this and that. It's more about if you just genuinely can't do it, you just genuinely can't do it, right? So I hope this helps what I've said. Again, this is not my expertise, but however, maybe it was great that I wasn't able to get to your message. You sent me this message I think a few days after I told you guys about Ask Asha. So I guess it worked out that I just read it because I was able to get that information this weekend to tell you this now. So wow, everything does happen for a reason and how it's supposed to happen. But saying that to say, if I were you, keep going through the government. It's a reason why we are Democratic and Republicans. The Republicans believe, hey, go out there and get it out the mud, figure it out. You figure it out. And then when you figure it out, no, we should not be taxed for figuring it out. That's how Republicans think. And Democrats, like, hey, everybody's not afforded the same resources. Everybody can't do and work the same and do the same and have the same opportunities. We need to be having these programs to help these people because they don't have a leg up in life. That's how I look at Republicans versus them. That's how I look at it. And with us having a Democratic president at this current state, we should have those resources in place to help you and your mother and put you in a better position where you can help yourself because she has someone helping her. if that makes sense. So I would exhaust everything, look into, I don't know if Obamacare is still out there, but just, I mean, you need to be looking at everything you can look at. Call, you know, you're going to get a lot of calls, but whatever you can do to get your mother somewhere where she can get the help she needs in order to help you, that's what you should be doing. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. Like I said, I could not imagine at 24, you know, having to be figuring this out. However, you know, this is an adult life. You are an adult. And sometimes these are just the cards that you're dealt, but it's not going to break you. I'm here to tell you now, this will not break you. This is going to make you stronger. I know you see many times on my channel, I talk about barbecuing or meal doing. This is the cards you were dealt. This is the life God gave you. And you have to make lemons out of lemonade. Make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I mean, girl. But yes, you're not going to fail. You know, what's meant for you will happen for you. And in this trying time that you're dealing with your mom, hopefully, you know, once you get her the help she needs, this can help also mend y'all relationship and bring you guys closer together. I just think sometimes when you're dealing with people who have mental illnesses, it's just extremely hard. And I know it's not easy. I know you have some resentment toward her based off of, you know how she speaks to you, how you felt, you know, growing up. But I just want to encourage you today to try to overlook that in this process. Get her the help she needs. There are resources out there. Trust me, they have them. They have them. Again, I stand 10 toes behind it. Yes, it was created to make us quit them jobs and kind of just say, I'm going to kick my feet up and I'm going to let the government take over. But in certain cases, people actually do need help. People do need help. And that is one thing I do love about the Democratic Party. They are there to help. They believe in helping. And where they can be an asset, where they can put these tax dollars that we all spend to help people, I'm a firm believer of that, no matter what. So just, if you didn't hear anything I said in this video, keep doing your research. I know my girls and my guys in the comments gonna go crazy with the extra additional help and information to help you. And, you know, we gonna do what we can to help you find a facility to place your mother in where it's almost at no cost to you. So, hopefully this was what you needed. If you want to leave a comment and kind of let people know it's you and see if you can get any additional help. Maybe some people work in these type of, you know, industries, and maybe you can connect with someone. I mean, whatever will help you is what I'm here for. And this is why I'm doing Ask Asha. So I'm hoping I can help you. I helped you, sis. And if you enjoyed this, keep them coming. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna put it right here below. And I hate that the sun was just in my face the whole time. Jesus. But hopefully y'all can hear the message, and the sun didn't make y'all confused with what's going on. But anyway, right here down below, Ask Asha. Please do not be afraid. Again, please let me know in the message if you want me to say who you are, or if you just want me to tell your story, and kind of give you my advice, and have my queens and kings also give you advice. And hopefully, you know, this can help somebody, and that's why I'm doing this. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next Ask Asha. Peace.